So this is section 3.4, Percentiles and Quartiles, and this is a situation that a lot of students have trouble with. So here's an example. Open your textbook to page 135, and this is, the example is the Twitter followers held by these celebrities. So we have Lady Gaga has 6.6 million Twitter followers, down to Kim Kardashian, who has 5.0 million Twitter followers. I'm hoping and suspecting that these celebrities will fade into obscurity quite soon, but percentiles will carry on. So the first thing you have to do when you have a data set and you're trying to find the percentiles and quartiles is you have to put the data in order from smallest to largest. Happily, they did this for you, so I rewrote it 5.0, 5.3, 5.6, 5.9, 6.1, 6.6. Clearly, if you have a larger data set, this takes a while, which is where calculators and Excel come in handy. So question 44, page 135, says find the indicated percentiles. So the 50th percentile. Okay, the trick here, something to keep in mind, I should move that over to my brush. The trick here is the 50th percentile is also the median. Okay, so we're saying 50% of the data set lies below what number? So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 data sets. So there's some number right in there that is the median, right? That's the median. So the question is, what number is right between 5.6 and 5.9? Well, the difference between there is, there's a difference if you take 5.9 minus 5.6, you get 0.3, and if you divide that by 2, this is me making this more complicated than it needs to be, it's 0.15, so the answer is 5.75. That's the median, 5.75. Most of you saw that clearly. 5.75 is directly between 5.6 and 5.9. 5.75. My handwriting is terrible. So that's the 50th percentile. Okay, the 75th percentile, it's complicated if you try to count out, find it without using quartiles. Using quartiles will simplify this. The 75th percentile is the third quartile. That's sort of the definition of the third quartile, is the number for which 75% is less than that. So, to find quartiles, you take this upper half of the data and say, what's in between, what's the middle number here? It's this one, because it's odd. So that's our Q3. So the answer in this case is 6.1. And then for the 25th percentile, again, the trick is to remember that this is the first quartile. By definition, the first quartile, that's a Q, is the 25th percentile. So you look at this lower half of the data and you say, what number divides this lower half in half? And the answer is this one, 5.3. So 5.3 is the 25th percentile. And this is the answer that your book gives you. So that's my understanding, is that's how they want you to solve this problem. It's a little bit confusing because each number is 1/6 of the data set. So you might think, well, 5.3 is only 2/6, but do it with the quartiles and it will help you out. You can also do this on your calculator. Your calculator. Calculator. Hooray. So if you type in these numbers and you saved them in a list in your calculator, you can do the one variable statistics, one variable stats, and that will give you the quartiles and the median. Okay, now I'm going to show you another problem here. I'm going to look at question number 45. Hang on. So this is question number 45. Calculate the percentile rank for the following. So question A says 5.0 million followers. So 5.0. So what you do is you look up here at the numbers. You put them in order always. And you say, well, so I have to get my pen. There you go. Say 5.0. So the question is, of the 6 numbers, how many of the data are less than or equal to 5.0? Well, there's that one, and that's it. So 1 out of the 6 are less than or equal to 5.0, which is 0.16666, which is, your book rounds that off to 17%. So what percentile is it? It's either, you could say the 17th percent, or 17%, or you could say the 17 percentile. I usually say percentile, sorry, my handwriting. I usually say 17th, but there you go. 5.3 million followers, part B. Okay, 5.3 is right there. Okay, so there's two or more numbers that are less than or equal to 5.3. So you say 2 out of the 6 are less than or equal to 5.3. So that's approximately 0.333, my point's off, which is equal to roughly 34%. And I believe your book just says 34%, so it's the 34th percentile rank, or the percentile rank is 34. And 6.6 million followers, well, that's way over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all 6 of those numbers. 6 out of 6 are less than or equal to 6.6, so that's 1 or 100%. That's the 100th percentile. Suppose they had given you some weird number, like let's make up a part D here, that was 6.0 million followers. So it would be sort of right in there. You'd say, well, how many are less than or equal to 6.0 million? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if the question was 6.4 or 6.6 million, you'd say that's 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6, right? Percentile. Okay. So that is one way to do percentiles and quartiles using the Twitter followers example. This is section 3.4. On a test, you should be able to take a very small data set like this and find the percentile rank. So hopefully that helps.